For this recipe, we want to start by melting 1 stick of butter. Then you want to dissolve 1 cup of sugar into your melted butter. Stir until completely dissolved, and then we will move on to the next step. Southern sweet cornbread is a good staple in my household. Now that you have your sugar stirred into your butter, we're going to start adding the eggs. This recipe calls for 4 eggs. I've seen a lot of recipes around that call for 2 eggs. I've even seen one that called for 6 eggs. But 4 eggs seems to do fine in this recipe. Once you've whisked in all of your eggs, you want to add 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. Now you can use white cornmeal if you want to, it's all the same. But for this recipe, I'm using yellow cornmeal. And to the yellow cornmeal, we want to add 2 cups of self-rising flour. This is what makes your cornbread a little bit easier and a little bit quicker by using the self-rising the self-rising flour. You don't have to add any baking powder. And to this, you want to add about 1 cup of buttermilk, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but you're looking for the consistency of cornbread batter that is completely pourable without being too soupy. And as I'm whisking my batter right now, I notice that it's still a little too thick. So just an extra splash of buttermilk in here will get it to the consistency that I needed. And in a cast iron skillet, you want to melt about 3 tablespoons of butter. This is all you need for this recipe. See how quick and easy that was? We're going to pour our batter into our skillet. You want to bake this at a preheated oven of 400 for about 25 minutes. Maybe 30, just depending on your oven. And that's it, guys. That's it. It's really, really quick and easy. Just a few ingredients and a few simple steps, and you have yourself, I call it Southern sweet buttermilk cornbread. And just like that, it's ready to go to the table. See how beautiful that is? Nice crust on it. It has risen nicely without adding any extra baking powder, because all the baking powder we needed was in the self-rising flour. I love that quick and easy step. Now, one thing that I did not add to this recipe was salt. And the only reason why I didn't is because I was using salted butter at the beginning. And I'm using salted butter in the middle when I melted it in the skillet, and I'm using salted butter on top. So I just figured that was enough salt. This cornbread is light, it's fluffy, it's moist, it has just enough sweetness without being too sweet. It is a perfect accompaniment to a pot of beans or a pot of greens. Thanks for watching.